We are building a PC for CLG Rush. CLG Rush is used to be a pro League of Legends player. Now he's just a streamer, super funny guy, lives in Korea. So we're actually doing this like worldwide, like it's international Robeytech happening right now. And so I'm pretty excited. He's a pretty funny streamer, has a really good time. And so it's going to be fun to actually interact with him, and we'll get to meet him and just to get to talk to him in not too long. So that should be a lot of fun. Along with that, we're going to be building a full PC, which is going to be super awesome. And we're going to get to build it. We'll turn it on, we'll put Windows, we'll hang out and all that sort of stuff. Now, as part of the Intel Gamer Days that are happening right now over on Newegg, I have built a custom water-cooled machine. All you have to do is hit !PC giveaway. That'll give you all the details that you need to enter the giveaway. The timer will also show it. That giveaway is currently active, and that is going till mid-September. So we try to give away a PC a month. That PC is ridiculous. If I have time, we may show it on today's stream. If not, we will show it on tomorrow's stream, and we'll show that whole thing off. But that giveaway is happening right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about parts. So this is an older build. I mean, an older, like we're not using 10th gen, we're using 9th gen. So this is the i9 9900K. This one we're using, we got the vote last time. We talked about this stuff. We talked about the vote. We got the vote last time, and people were like, hey, I like the dodecahedron more than I like just having the box. So we got the Destiny Ingram out, and we're going to be using the one that's inside the Destiny Ingram. So this is the i9 9900K. This is a 8-core, 16-thread CPU. Still one of the best gaming CPUs that you can get on the market. The other thing that's really, so the 10th gen equivalent is the 10700K, which is about on par with this. Right now, the $437, there's a $500 version, which is the one that comes in this great plastic thing that you can also use to play catch with your son or your daughter or whatever it was. Or there's just like a normal box one, which is going for like $437 right now. So this is the CPU we're putting in there. It's a great CPU. It's going to be great for gaming. It'll run League of Legends at like a bajillion frames per second because, you know, League of Legends will run on a toaster. So that should be pretty good. So it's going to be more than capable for basically any PC that he's going to do. What about that? Yeah, I know. And so it's 10th gen. Again, guys, sometimes it's like, again, we do the things that we do. At 9900K, you get the fancy box. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's good enough. 9900K is still pretty good. It's still a free, awesome PC, right? So we're going to go to the Destiny Blue Ingram case. That's right, Killik. Okay, so that's our CPU. And because we're using that CPU, that means we're going to be using a Z390 board. And if you've seen this, I've used the X570 version of this board many a time on the show. And because this is an Arctic build, we're going to be using this. It's the ASUS Prime Z390A. So it was like their first white Z390 Prime board. Really like the way this looks. It's going to look super hot in the case, in the all white that we're doing with. It's going to look really good. Excited about this. So this is the Z390A, and I'm excited about how this is basically going to end up in terms of how it looks and stuff like that. So excited about this. It's going to look good. I'm ready to show this off, and it's a great motherboard. It doesn't have the things that are different between the Z390 and the X570 is that like it doesn't have the integrated I/O shield and some of the other stuff. And remember, this is LGA 115X versus LGA 1200, which is what we get with the Z490, which is the new slot. Okay, I think. Okay, he's still playing, so I'm just making sure that he hasn't played. For RAM, remember we're going to Arctic, and there's only a couple choices when you go Arctic for builds. We're using that Vengeance. We're using 3200 megahertz at, I think this is CL, what is this? Is this CL? I don't remember what CL this is actually at. I should have looked it up. I didn't. I think it's CL16. Yeah, I believe it's CL16. So we got 3200. We got 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz CL16 Vengeance RGB Pro in white. I absolutely love this. The addressable RGBs are a lot of fun. You can do things like spell your name out in it and all that sort of stuff. We got 2 packs of 2 DIMMs of 16, or you can just buy a 4 DIMM pack. But the one that I have linked there is just basically for 2 DIMMs. So there it is right there. Coming in at 150, about $79 each, which is pretty good. Okay, so there is our RAM. For storage, and again, Seagate is a big sponsor for these, so they're giving us the awesome of the awesome. We've got their FireCuda series, which is their fastest M.2s. We've got their FireCuda, their 510, which we're going to use a 1 terabyte. The 1 terabyte is going to be the OS drive, and then he's got a 2 terabyte Yeah, a 2 terabyte 510 right here, and this 2 terabyte 510 is going to be his game drive. Write speed on this is about 3,460 megabits per second. These are going to be more than adequate for basically, and again, League is going to run like buttery smooth, and then he can do things like, I don't know, whatever else he wants to do. Like, I don't know, maybe a ton of K-pop or something like that. He's got plenty of storage and very fast storage for whatever he likes to do. So there it is right there, and we're stoked about that. Let's see, for graphics card, we've got the Beast. I'm not gonna take it out, but we've got the EVGA RTX 2080 Ti XC Ultra. The XC Ultra is like the super thick boy, it's like a triple slot, heck of a basically cooling solution for that with 2 fans. The one thing that's really great about EVGA is like EVGA and the ASUS Strix are the ones that fight for king in terms of overall best 2080 Ti. EVGA does a really good job of buying really good binned GPUs, and so this is going to be a great card. Again, we're in League of Legends at like a bajillion frames per second because again, it runs on a toaster. You don't need a whole lot of PC, but he can play any other modern games. I don't know, maybe he's going to get into Valorant or any of the other multitude of new games that the fine folks at Riot are going to be releasing here relatively soon. For power supply, we've got the absolutely massive, like, makes me nervous it's so massive. We had this happen in the last one. This is the HX 750. This is a platinum rated power supply. Platinum just means it's super efficient. It's very, very big. It's got ultra low noise. It is overkill for a build like this. But right now, I think one of the things that's super interesting is just getting power supplies has been, given the human malware situation, has been really hard. So this is the power supply we're putting in here. It is more than adequate for what he's going to do from a power standpoint. At the same time, it's just got that super efficient power in terms of the power stuff. And then we're gonna, to make it look good, I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off just because it's right here. To make it look good and to make the cables look good, because again, it's got those nice chintzy looking factory cables, we're adding the usual finger bleeding Thermaltake TT Mod white sleeved cables. These always look really good. They're going to look good in an Arctic build specifically, and at the same time they make my fingers bleed, which is always you guys seem to be entertained by that, so that's where we're going from there. So yeah, it goes good. So yeah, there it is. That's that. And then finally, the last thing that we always like to talk about, and it's like one of the sexiest pieces, is the absolutely beautiful Corsair H100i RGB Platinum. I know a lot of people like the way this looks. All white always looks really good. It's funny because like for me, it's a competition between this and the Deep Cool Castle 240EX in terms of best looking white. The thing that really kind of inks out on this one is, even though the pump on the Deep Cool is nicer in terms of the RGB, this one it's got those really beautiful ML120 white fans, which always looks fantastic. So it's going from there. What is Rush nervous about? He's done. Oh, he's done. So we might be jumping on a call here pretty soon. Let me check the Discord and see what's going on there. I think he just finished a game. Going from here. Yeah, okay, he's ready. Okay, so let's get Rush in here. We're gonna get Rush in here and go from there. Let's get Rush. Rush, you there?
Oh, okay, everything hi. Okay, everybody says, okay, good, you're here. Rush.
Yep.
I want you to tell all of the viewers, and I have 6 viewers right now. No, I'm just kidding. There's way more than that. I'm just kidding. Tell them a little bit about yourself and how you got here. And I've heard you're funny, so make it entertaining. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I practice enough with my viewers about how to introduce myself. So I'm Rush. I play League of Legends, and oh, sorry. I play League of Legends and has been considered as one of the best player.
Really?
Yes, has made a lot of success and also streaming on Twitch.
Okay. And you've since retired from the pro scene, and now you are just a full-time streamer now, correct?
Oh yeah, mainly because of the corona. It made me actually very scared, and I decided to stay in the house for the rest of year, like 2021. I'm just
Okay.
taking break mainly because of Corona, not because I couldn't find a job or didn't have any opportunity. That's not the reason. Please don't misunderstand.
Okay, I got it. No, I got it. Yeah, but and so how have you enjoyed the full-time streaming gig now that you've been you're just in streaming at this point?
Really fun. I'm having really nice community, always rooting for me, never spamming something negative in my chat. It's basically having a lot of friends who is always supporting me. That's pretty nice.
Awesome. Do you want to send some of them over to mine? My community? No, actually, my community is amazing too, and they're absolutely great. I love the people that we actually get to interact with on a daily basis. So I think it's awesome to get to talk to somebody who kind of gets, for lack of a better term, the rush that we get from getting to stream and interact and all that sort of stuff, and that people actually find us entertaining. So what do you know about the PC we're building today for you, Rush? What do you know? Anything?
Basically like building Lego, right? That's what I heard.
It is like it is adult Lego. I think that's a great analogy. Yes, it's adult Lego, but it unlike like anything when we go in there, I like to make it very, very attractive looking Lego. So your PC is actually mostly all white, which is like something that people really enjoy. It's got some really high end parts. It'll run League of Legends at like a bajillion frames per second. What do you currently play on? I'm just curious.
My PC specs?
Yeah.
Let me find it. I don't really know what I do have. How do I check it?
Well, why don't we instead of do that? Like, there's you can use like DX Dive. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but probably not something that would be something we'd do on stream, because that would go. Yeah, hardware info would be another one. I think the easiest one is to hit the Windows key and E, and then right-click on your PC and hit Properties, and it'll tell you like your CPU.
Okay,
and then you can look and see
sounds pretty easy, and I found it already. So I'm gonna read it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Ready? Let's give some hype for what he's got.
CPU i9 9900K.
Okay, good. Okay.
Graphic card 2080 blah 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 RTX 2080.
Okay, so
What
it's
else?
a 2080, nothing afterwards, no 2080 Super, 2080 Ti, just a 2080?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much RAM do you know?
It should be 16 gigabyte, but I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm reading
so you're
it.
getting, yeah, that's awesome. So you're gonna get more RAM. You're gonna get a faster GPU. Your GPU jump's actually gonna be your biggest part. So you're actually gonna see a GPU jump of about between 40 and 45%. And then the last thing is that your CPU is actually the same. So you're gonna have two very good systems at your place. And then what's the plan you're gonna do with your current system right now? Are you gonna use it like as a doorstop, or throw it out the window? I mean, what's your plan?
I'm gonna give my regional PC to my sister, who has not been pretty ungrateful. Use the new one, because I haven't actually losing a lot of games with these PCs. I don't know why. Like, this PC has some problem and gives me some random gray screen. I was thinking of like getting new one, and I got these great opportunities.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, and I will make sure that I bless this with all of my League of Legends skill and power, so that way you don't get any green screens. We'll make sure that the drivers are up to date and all that stuff. You know, I've played over 4 games of League of Legends, which I think makes me a pro.
Almost
a pro with my 4 games. I really enjoy watching League. I've watched a lot of League, and so I'm excited to get to build this for you. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Why don't you go play some games? Let's get this PC started, and then we'll check back in a little bit later and show you our progress throughout the stream. How's that sound?
Cool.
Okay, awesome. Well, then I'm going to let you go, and we're going to get to building.
Yep, thank you. See you soon.
See you later.
So this is our, remember, this is LGA, this is not AMD. We've done a lot of AMD. This is actually an Intel build, and this is actually LGA 115X. So not only have we not done this, we We did do one on Friday, which is also an older Intel build, older being one generation. So I'm just going to walk you through this real quick, let you guys know what all these components are. For those of you who are new and haven't seen a PC or talked about a PC, I like to give you guys a quick overview of the motherboard. So these right here, these are your DIMM slots. This is where you're going to install memory. On this motherboard, which is always pretty cool, they actually, I don't know if you can see it, I'll zoom in a little bit more, but you can actually see here that some of it is dark gray and some of it is light gray. That's actually showing you the two pairs that you need for what is called dual channel RAM. So if you were going to stick, like say for instance you stuck your RAM here and here, you wouldn't activate dual channel, you have to stick it in opposite spots. In most cases it's these light gray, which is A2 and B2, which you need to activate dual channel. Because we actually have 4 DIMM slots, we don't have to worry about that, so we'll actually be filling in all of those, so not as big of a deal. But always make sure you check your motherboard manual before installing, just to make sure to see where you need to install your RAM. Right here in the middle, this is your LGA 115X RAM slot. Sorry, your LGA 115X CPU slot. This is basically where you're going to install your CPU. And then, like I said, in the new 10th gen version of 10th gen Intel, we actually have a new slot, which is LGA 1200, but this is just basically, you can think of it as this is where you're going to install your CPU. Top left here, this is your EPS CPU power connector. Right here, this is your VRM, and these things right here are VRM heat sinks. So this is like what basically manages the power that goes to your CPU. Usually the more VRM, the more phase arrays that you have for your VRM, the better your overclocking, the better it can handle higher voltages, etc. going in there. Over here on this side, oh actually we'll start here at the top. This is an RGB. This is a non-adjustable RGB. We actually have two, or sorry, that's actually not entirely true. This is your RGB header. These are your fan headers right here. Over here, this is your motherboard power. This is your USB-C right here. So we actually have USB-C. These are your SATA SATA connectors. There's actually 6 of them. Down here, we actually have 3 more fans. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fan headers, which is always awesome. This is our front panel connector back here in the bottom left. These are USB 2. We have another one. We actually have 3, which is pretty awesome, and a USB 3. We've got a TPM, which is actually for security. So if you want to do things like BitLocker, you could do that. And then over here, we've also got another RGB header. It looks like all we have is the 4-pin RGB headers. We don't have any 3 pins. And then you've also got your HD audio over here. Now, one of the things I'm going to do real quick, because this is always the thing about white motherboards, is that, there we go, is that we have to do the peel. So we're going to do some slow peel in here. There we go. So you guys can enjoy the peel as we take that off. Okay, there's that one. There's like stuff everywhere. Slow peel. There we go. A little bit more right here. Just got to make sure it looks that extra bit of white. Oh yeah, more peel over here. Okay, that's all peeled. And I think it doesn't, oh yeah, there is. There's a little bit of peel here. Come on, give me the peel. A little bit of peel right here, and the crystal sound. There we go. There we go. Okay. And getting this last little peel, and there we go. All the peel is done. Oh, no, never mind. I lied. There's more peel. Man, this has got a lot of peel. This is very appealing. Ha ha! That was terrible. Okay, there we go. And let's, okay, here we go. We're going to grab our CPU. Grab our CPU. Oh, that's a problem. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. That wasn't the real one. That wasn't the real one. This is the real one right here. I just wanted to freak you guys out. Okay, so here we go. Top down. Here we go. Going from here. Let's go ahead and zoom in and get this the CPU installed. Here we go. We have it right here. This is our CPU, the one that I didn't drop. Everything's fine. It's, you know, I just want to make sure you guys know that it's okay. That everything is okay. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to start here on the right-hand side, pull this up, and then you go ahead and pull this up just like that. That's all there is to it. The little tension arm. Don't be afraid. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this out like this. I'm going to go ahead and grab him the little book that's in the back. that is sealed. Like this thing is sealed. There's a secret in here, guys. We don't know what's in here. I've never opened one, but there's a secret. You can't know, like it's sealed, whatever's in here. So I don't know. And it's got the cool sticker on the back, so which you can use and put on your PC. So if anybody knows the secret, don't tell me, because I want to wonder for the rest of my life what is actually going on in that thing. Okay, so we're going from there. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this little plastic bin right here, you're gonna just peel it open just like so. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab it from the sides like this. And then what you're gonna do is you can actually see that there's actually, you wanna just grab it. You don't wanna touch the top. The top is called the IHS. This is actually what dissipates heat from the actual CPU. You can do what's called deliding a CPU, which actually allows you to take the lid off. You can do things like put special coolant, heating and stuff like that. With the latest version of the i9-9900K and specifically 10th gen, heat dissipation off the IHS, especially on Intel, has gotten a whole lot better. On the bottom here, these are like, basically, you don't want to lick this, you don't want to put peanut butter on, or you don't want to stick the thermal paste on this side. Again, for the most part, you really don't want to kind of touch this at all. You don't want to use, like, you don't want to pretend like you're a fighter jet and you're flying over a city, because like if you zoom in, I mean, like this thing is like super detailed in terms of that stuff. So it's hard not to like want to play pretend, but remember, this is $500 and you don't want to mess with it. Yeah, so all from there. On the left side and the right side are these two little dimples. These little dimples, they only go one way. The way the logo is, it's got a horizontal orientation, so you just want to make sure it says Intel Core i9 from left to right and horizontal. Unlike Ryzen, which has like vertical, Intel's horizontal. Then what you do is you're just going to take this little arm, you're going to put it down, slip this underneath, just like that, pull it up, and then this little black thing, like magic, just pops off. It's magic, guys. No idea how this thing stays on, but it does. And somehow it releases, and when it does, it releases good vibes. And it actually, I don't know if you know this, but it actually makes you younger. And that's one of the reasons I've been streaming for over 60 years. I'm actually 110 years old, but because I've built so many machines and have unlocked that power so many times, like it's kept me forever young, so yeah. So the flavor of today's thermal paste is blue cherry, just so you guys know, blue cherry. I'm 150. I'm 150. Yeah. So yeah, it's the thermal paste. The thermal paste and the CPU installs have kept me young forever. I'm forever young because of that. That's actually, they wrote that song "Forever Young" because of me. I did. That is true, Shaw's Gaming. I did actually assemble my entire house using thermal paste instead of mortar. Okay, so right here on here, you'll actually see this little slot right here. This is called This is called the PCB, or the printed circuit board. What you want to do is there's a little slot. You want to line that little slot with the little slot on the RAM like this, and then what you do is you click it in just like this. And then when you push it in, you'll hear a satisfying click. You guys ready? Click! So that's the RAM. That's what the RAM sounds like when it does it. That's what it is. It's like, it's not even me. It clicks like that. I don't understand. It's so weird. I mean, some people say it's like a light one, but every time I put it in, it's like a nice big strong one. So a nice big strong click. And then it would help if I actually got this in the slot. Click! Oh man, it's so weird how it does like that. It's so odd. It's just like, why mine are so much louder. It's probably just because of all the good vibes. Man, this is like I'm struggle busting here with this. Click! Oh, so weird. That's just what it does. It's so odd that it's so loud. It's just click! Wow. Man. Oh, yours made the same click. Okay, good. That makes me feel better. Makes me feel better. Okay, what we're doing real quick, I'll zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. I've stopped teaching you and actually am more into my my funniness, my humor. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're installing the M.2 drives. Both of these are 2280, so that means that they're 80 millimeters in length. And so what I'm going to do is I'm essentially putting in the standoffs, and these little standoffs right here, and I'm putting them at the 80 mark. So here's the 2280. I already screwed that one in right here, and then I have another one right here that I'm just screwing down. So it's a build mat. We're actually giving one away if we get to 1,000 likes on YouTube. So if you want to pop over to the YouTube video, if you're over on Twitch, you want to pop over to the YouTube video, hit that like button, and then we're actually going to give one away. We are selling them. They're going to be for sale here pretty soon. We are going to. I'm pretty excited. I got a pretty cool announcement, guys. But my merch store is actually going to be on Newegg. So you guys will be able to buy my merch, and that includes our build mat. We're going to be doing t-shirts and all sorts of stuff like that, and you'll be able to buy them on Newegg. So you'll be able to go to newegg.com/Robeytech and be able to purchase them right on our social thing, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty stoked about that, and I'm grateful for Newegg for hooking us up for that. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna put both of these in. Now there's a little slot in the PCB. It's not only is it for making baby M.2s, but it's also so you can install it correctly. And there's a little slot down here on here, and what you wanna do is you just wanna slide it in like so, and you'll hear a satisfying click, just like that, and then you'll know it's kind of in because it's like a diving board, and people love this. They think it's so awesome, this joke, because what happens is like, here we go, guys. We're gonna do synchronized thermal paste diving. So here we go. We're gonna go like this, and we go synchronized, like, boom, and then they do like a double trick. Oh, but he knocked his head out, and then he impaled him, and then they're dead everywhere. They're just dead. Blah! That was it. Okay. Oh, it got all blurry because it was so violent. The camera had to it was so violent the camera couldn't handle it. So we're gonna get it to fix itself. It's so violent because come on camera. Zoom out so we can get, there it goes. There it is. Okay, now we're zoomed back out. Okay, so I had to get the violence going in there. 4.5 out of 5. There you go. What's the best thermal? So I know a lot of people like the specifically the stuff from Thermal Grizzly. I have not used it, the liquid metal stuff. I love the Cremique. So this is a ceramic thermal paste. This is the stuff I use. It's the stuff that comes with Optimus. So this is my favorite. But I haven't done enough testing to really give you a good recommendation for that. So I apologize. I do not pretend to know everything. I learn things all the time too. This is I think this is system number 99. Tomorrow I think is, system number 100 was the Intel build. So this is system 101. The 100th PC I ever built was the Intel system. Which is pretty awesome. But I still learn things all the time. There's a lot of things that I do, like as I learn about the technical specifications and stuff, there's still things I learn. I will have a link on our stuff. Now there are heat sinks. The first one's right here. There's not one on the top one, but it's okay. It's not like there's gonna be a heat issue on the top one. Actually, given this one's blue and the other one's black, I actually am going to switch this to make sure it looks better. That's a good call though. Thank you for reminding me because there's no heat sink. So we're gonna switch these. And because they're gonna be forever separated, guys, we're gonna let them do one more kiss. There we go. They got one more kiss in. And there we go. I think that'll look better. So that was a good call out. So there we go. That one's black and orange. And we'll screw that down. It's 3 gigabytes, 3 terabytes of M.2 storage. Here we go, and here we go. Who's ready for the peel? It's thermal pad peel time. Here goes. Oh, there it is. Thermal pad peel. TPP. TPP. That's the 3-letter acronym for thermal pad peel. It's TPP time. It's TPP time. It sounds so good. Okay, let's turn this around and actually get this installed again. Did it freeze? I feel like it froze. Did my chat frame? Yep. TPP. Yeah, there it is. Toilet paper people. That's the other one. Toilet paper people are another TPP, but this is also thermal pad peel. I claimed it first. Nobody else has ever used TPP as a 3-letter acronym. Look it up. No, don't tell me. Don't really look it up. I want to live in my own world of ignorance and pretend that I was the first person to use TPP. Oh, come on. Come on, get in your hole. There we go. Okay, that one's in. And this one is in. Wait till they get a load of me. Okay, boom. Installed, installed. Our motherboard is ready. Oh, wow, that was a lot of work. I hope you didn't. Did you just do that? That's pretty cool. Whoa, I love you too. Trans. Oh, is that really Noodler? Is that really something? Because that makes me sad. I think TPP. I think mine is much better. Just saying. Okay, so we've got all of that stuff installed. We're ready to put in our motherboard. It's time to go over our case. Now I've actually never used this case. I've used a lot of Corsair cases, but this is actually a new case for me. This is the Carbide 275R. Oh, there it is right there. Such geeks. We are. Pickles. Nice. What's, obviously it is tomatoes. They don't like tomatoes because they don't sit well on the ocean. That would be like something my younger brother would say. Hey, what's up, more gaming? So here we go. What's up, R? Okay, so here we go. This is the I just took off the top case. This is the Carbide 275R. We're doing it in all white. It's funny. Like one of the things I really enjoyed is I put the I actually put this up on the build, and somebody responded, "Oh, you're just building my computer." They like had the exact same components as we're putting in Rush's PC. So we're gonna take off the back cover here. We're gonna kind of give it a quick look-see. A little nervous here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the back here, grab our little extra accessories. There's our accessories right there. Okay, got our accessories. We're gonna pull out these cables. These are our front panels. I'm being like super loud. I don't need to pull. The top is pretty close, so it looks like we're probably gonna be front mounting this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our glass off though. We haven't peeled the glass. Okay, so we're gonna remember the I/O shield, so we're gonna put that in there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna stick this. There's a little slot in the bottom left here, guys. That's where you're gonna put your I/O shield. It's a square hole for a square I/O shield. That's what I'm gonna say there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in. Do not be afraid to push it kind of hard. You don't want to bend it, but the other thing too is like it takes a lot of pressure to get it to pop in, and you'll hear like satisfyingly loud clicks. You've either broken your PC or you've actually installed your I/O shield correctly. So it's gonna be one or the other. You will just know whether you cry or not. So yeah, that's really kind of the short of it. Okay, there we go. It's all installed, ready to go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our motherboard, and it's gonna look super smexy. That's right, a new word, smexy. It's gonna look super smexy inside of here, like that. And there's a little peg, just gotta find it. There it is, that little peg right there. So you want to push it in that little peg, and you want to make sure that you don't have any things popping out. Look on your side, make sure nothing's coming down. So like what I do is I have a tendency, if you look at here, have a tendency to make sure when you put in an I/O shield that you don't have like any metal pins blocking any of your ports, and make sure it's all good like this. So this is a prime quality installation. And there we go, and we're good. There, motherboard's in. Now we can grab our screws and screw it down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this one cable up, like so. Man, why did they do that? That's so, okay, there we go. So now our cable's there. So now we can run our EPS. Now we're gonna grab our motherboard again, put it back in. There we go. Okay, and now we can install our EPS. Now the question is, did I do the right thing? No. I'm gonna take that out again. I'm gonna take this out again. It's gonna be 3 hours of me installing the EPS, and realize that I put this on backwards, so I'm just gonna twist this around. There we go. Now it is ready to be installed. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a single 4-pin. Holding the motherboard's okay. The one thing I would always say is try very hard not to, try very hard not to grab it like by the, if you have a cooler installed, grabbing it by the cooler is usually not the best. It's okay to kind of touch it most places. Motherboards are pretty shielded, and especially modern day motherboards are pretty shielded, so you're pretty safe in terms of where you grab the motherboard. I'm gonna go top down cam link real quick. I can't see. It's supposed to clip in, and there we go. Okay, now it's ready. Now the other thing I just realized I'm gonna do before I even do this, apparently I've kind of space cadetted a little bit, is I'm gonna go ahead before I get too far and actually install our bracket for our AIO. So I'm gonna get that installed too before I put this motherboard in. It's a little easier to just do when the motherboard is out. Oh, my fingers. You can do it, fingers. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay, that's ready to go. So I'm gonna put this off to the side real quick though, and we're gonna install our bracket real quick for our AIO. What you're gonna do is just gonna make sure that your pegs are set correctly in terms of the correct length. You're gonna find that a little bit. Usually it's all the way, you wanna push them all the way in. That's typically what it is. You would just push them all the way in, and that's usually the right setting. Just line them up like that. There you go. And then you just push it down just enough so it sticks. There you go, it sticks. There you go. I'm gonna turn this over, and you see, ooh, look at that, all the holes are there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our pegs that are in this little bag here, and the pegs that you want, they're actually even on both sides. See, there's the left and the right are the same length. They look like Darth Maul lightsabers. They look like Darth Maul lightsabers. So this is a visual aid to help you that this is the same. So just so you guys know, when you look at the pegs for this, think about using your lightsaber. There you go. I am a nerd, I'm okay with it. So there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna grab these little pegs and get them in there. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna screw the 4 of these down. You wanna find 4 of the same. Just gonna screw them down like this. I grabbed the dangerous side. I did, I grabbed the dangerous side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you're gonna do these and just screw all of them in. There's another one. There's one more right there. I died. Yeah, I bet you, yeah, see, lots of surprises today. Lots of surprises today for you guys. And there we go right there. And there you go. Now our bracket's installed. We can actually move forward and put stuff in the, in the motherboard case. For the 3rd time, Robey can put stuff in the motherboard case. 422 likes. We're getting close to our first giveaway, guys. That first giveaway. It's usually the YouTubers who unlock the first giveaway. Okay, there we go. Let's get our peg in there. Oops. Let's make sure no weirdness there. Let go. Okay, there you go. There you go. Peg is in. And thanks to our intrepid friend who helped us, we can plug in our APS power connector in the top left. Well, I'm gonna cut my nail. My thumbnail's looking kind of grody. There we go. Okay, thumb is in, and we still have room to screw in our stuff there, so we're good there. Okay, awesome. Now, EPS is in. Thank you very much for that save. It looks good. We're definitely not putting an AI on the top of that bad boy. Let's go and grab our motherboard screws. Build cost for this one is $3,200 pre-tax, around $3,200. You can check all the parts down in the description below, or Twitch, or the mods will actually link the builds. They'll put the build link. So yeah. So we have this one's $3,200. I'm trying to remember what tomorrow's is. It's another. They're two higher end builds, and then we have our budget build on Sunday. I mount the fans to pull through. Yes, they're pull. Mainly because a couple reasons. One, if you're going to spend this kind of money, on freaking RGB fans, you want to be able to see them. So that's why I do pull. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, I want to check something just to see what the tubes end up looking at. I'm trying to do the tubes right. Sometimes you can't because I don't want it to pinch the tubes. I'm going to check this before I go too far on putting in all four of these. I'm just going to check it before I get too far. So let's get this out of the way. Grab our case real quick. Top down. Oh, 7 seconds. This is pretty close. We may not be able to. Oh no, this is fine. I forgot. We're only doing a 280, so this should be fine. Never mind. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Forgot we're not doing a 360, so I was about to panic and say, oh, are we going to pinch our tubes? But we're not. Pinch our tubes! We don't want to pinch our tubes! Okay, let's finish our screwing of the fans. Yeah, I'm hoping to actually stream some flight sim, guys. I want you guys to know that we're actually, I'm actually in the middle of completely redoing my my game streaming setup. Just got painted on Tuesday, so the whole room has just been repainted. I've been talking. Does anybody know who Britt Nene is on Instagram? So I've been working with her, who she also helped like people like Jay's 2 Cents and others to redo the setup. So which has been pretty awesome. So I'm pretty sick. Oh, it's very CPU intensive. That actually makes sense. So the system I'm running on is a 10900K with an RTX Titan, with the Samsung Odyssey G7 is the monitor. So I'm actually not trying to run it at 4K. I'm actually running it at 1440p at 60 FPS. Trying to get 1440p at 100 plus FPS, which should be more than capable of. My PC should anyway. Okay, I'm just going to try and make sure that I don't damage this. Okay, there we go. Pulling our cables, our stuff through. Okay, so here we go. We look from here. We see that there's a little slot that's loose on this one. It's keyed one way for HD audio. You just want to line that up like the other one, just like so. There we go. Push that down afterwards. Now we're going to take our USB 3, which is right in front of us. There's a little nipple. Yes, I said nipple. You guys grow up. There's a little nipple, and you want to line that with the little nipple that's on here. Just do it straight. You want to try and do 90 degrees, and with the way that this is built, it makes it kind of hard. You want to do it 90 degrees so it just pops right in there, just like that. And then finally, the last one is our HD, and I'm sorry, I'll show you from the side later. But we have a reset switch, our power switch, and our power plus and minus. Reset goes on the bottom, and then power goes on the top. And then I'll show you kind of close up, and I'll point them out. So So we've connected is right here on the left. These are your front panel connectors right here. Those are your front panel connectors right there. Next to it is USB. This is the one that actually comes from the pump. This is your USB 3, and then far over here is your HD audio. And then the other thing I hooked up, which is very up here at the top, is I also hooked up my back fan, and this is the back fan connection right there. So those are all the things. Okay, here we go. So let's get this installed. Oop, we have one more that we got to do. Forgot it's 3. This is a 3 beefy boy. The EVGA, like an EVGA one, you have a tendency to be binned. Usually the best GPUs, if it weren't for the cooling solution on the Founders Editions, I think usually the best ones are sold by NVIDIA, but the cooling solutions on third-party cards have a tendency to be the better of the cooling solutions. So, I need to save that because we're still got to ship this off. Yeah, it is a thick card. Triple C thick for sure. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Almost done. Okay, let's get this bad boy. Look at this. I mean, this card it's so massive, and so thick. But it looks good in this PC. There we go. Cool. Okay, there's that. Let's screw it in. Yeah, it's a big boy GPU. Yeah, it's not white, unfortunately, but it still looks good because of it's got like kind of like that shiny gray to it, so it doesn't look bad. And it'll be blue. I don't know, we have to figure out what lighting we're gonna do for this for sure. And then we'll push this over, so these will be like this, so this will still be out of the way, which I think will still look nice. So we'll still get that nice curve in there, especially when we get the cables in here. There we go. Okay. Okay, next step, guys. Next step in our journey is adding our cable extensions. So we're gonna get our cable extensions in, and then all we gotta do is put in our PSU. Yeah, GPU is in there. Well, we'll definitely be taking this out when we ship it. So, okay, let's grab so what we need out of here. Whoa, that just shot out like a bullet. Almost impaled somebody. It was like a dangerous, like an icicle. It was a cable extension icicle. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna connect our cables, and then we'll draw our winner. Go, make sure those are in. Push those down there. No, let go. There you go. There we go. Awesome. Raise this up a little bit. Last cable combs, and then all we gotta do is put in our power, and then we're turning it on. I know, it's just like part of it is like working. You can, yeah, I don't know. It's just what they do. Okay, honestly, Rush, and by the way, Rush is gonna call in after this game, so. Okay, there we go. Getting our cable combs in. This is the last cable combs of the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and click this in. There we go. Okay, now we can pull this through, and then you'll see what's essentially the front of the PC is going to look like. There you go. And just like that, that is what the front of the PC is going to look like. Which I think looks great. And that's gonna look awesome. I think that's gonna look nice and clean. So now let's just hook up our PSU. We don't have a lot of cable management to do. Let's be frank, right? There's not a whole lot. The only thing I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie this down, because there's nothing else to really deal with. So I'm going to zip tie this down so that's just, it's kind of out of the way. Okay, next up. There we go. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm just going to show you the cables I'm connecting. So what we have is this is our motherboard cable. So again, we have a motherboard cable right here, motherboard power cable right there. And then that goes in right there. We're going to grab our CPU. So we're going to plug in our CPU cable, which this goes right here in the top right, over here. I wonder if this is zoomed out all the way. Is this zoomed out all the way? No. Okay. So we're going to hook up our CPU cable that goes in the top right. There you go, CPU. Next one is going to be SATA, because nobody's SATA about the SATA cable. And then you're going to take this, you're going to put this in the top left, like so. There we go. And then the last cable we need is, this is for our VGA right here. This is for our graphics card. So we're going to take this one and we're going to connect it right underneath the CPU cable right here. And there we go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. We're going to shake it like it's hot, shake it like it's hot, shake it like it's hot, and then we're going to go put it in. Like that. And there we go. Okay. So now our PSU is in. Luckily the shroud covers the entire thing, so even if it's black, there's going to be some black in the back, but there's a lot of black and white in this build, so it should look pretty good anyway. Okay, so we're going to grab our little PSU screws. There we go.
Hello?
So we'll get him in here. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? How have you been?
Okay, well, I have been good. Your PC is ready to turn on. We don't know if it boots.
Oh.
We're gonna find out. You get to be here for the inaugural turn on. So this could go really well, or this could go terrible. So we'll find out.
I hope it goes well. I trust you.
Okay, so it's on. And let's hit the button. Oh, I see lights. I think it's going to go well. There it is. PC's on. Lights are on. Yep, it's up. It is on.
It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I think one of the best things, like you're getting a really great view. I gave you a really great
view. Yeah, it actually looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's nice and clean, and nice and powerful, and good to go. So yeah, it was the post. Somebody's asking if it's posting. We're waiting to see if it's going to post, which I'll know there. But I'm pretty sure it's going to post. It's just it'll take a second. But dude, how was the games? How'd you do?
I won, but team lost every single game.
Oh, really?
Yes. Kinda weird. I actually won every single matchup and was doing well, but as long as it's a team game, sometimes you can't win even if you're playing perfectly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Because like one man can't really carry like 4 worst players. That's what happened today.
So if I was to play with you, you wouldn't be able to carry me, huh?
No. I can't, because you said you are almost pro, right? So
I am.
We're gonna have like 1.8 pro, because I'm a pro. You are probably like 0.8 pro. The 1.8 pros probably can carry the others.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'll be a mid laner. I'll be mid lane.
I'm a jungle main, so we're gonna have like great jungle mid synergies.
There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I will use Gandalf the Grey. He's a character, right?
Oh,
Dude,
what is that, champ?
do you have fun?
Huh?
Yeah, Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings. Isn't he in League of Legends? Yeah, right.
No? What? No, it might be from maybe like Dota or something. Are you talking about like Veigar or Rise?
No, I was talking about from. No, I was talking about. No, I was making a Lord of the Rings joke. I was throwing bad heroes there. Oh no,
yeah.
here we go.
People were guessing like what champion you were talking about.
Oh no, I use Thrall.
Oh.
I use no, that's from Heroes of the Storm. I do play a lot of HOTS. That is one game that I have played a ton of. So I haven't played a tier. I've played a ton of Heroes of the Storm, which is a terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about how shit the game is, but you know that. Now I don't need to be rude.
Yeah, you don't have to be rude. I totally know what
Thanks,
you.
man.
I totally know what you think. So yeah, you're gonna. Well, dude, I think the next step from here is we're gonna throw a quick OS on it, and then what's the plan? You're gonna do a video, like an unboxing video or whatever it was, right? Is that the plan? Is that what your people have to look forward to?
I honestly don't know. I'm gonna do whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever they ask me to do it. I am pretty responsible and gonna listen to whatever they ask to me.
If that makes sense. So if other people want to check you out, when do you stream?
When do I stream? Chat, when do I stream? Whenever I wake up. I'm actually like pretty devoted to streaming. So once I wake up, I turn stream on.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. And you
8 p.m. PST, yeah. 8 p.m. PST every day.
8 p.m. PST. Okay, awesome. And then do you stream every day? So not including Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, no weekend, no break. Only grinding. Yeah. Awesome. Share times with my viewers.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, if you guys want to check out CLG's Rush, like absolutely legend League of Legends player, he'll be using one of my PCs here in the future, which that's pretty awesome for me. But Rush, we'll let you get back to whatever you're gonna do, close out your stream or whatever it was, dude. Thank you very much. If I'm ever in Korea, which does happen, because I don't know if you know this, I'm actually a game developer, so I actually work and make Halo. So
really?
Sometimes we do these world tours. Yeah, that's actually that's my primary job. Is I work on Halo. I work at 343. So if we're ever in Korea, I'll have to look you up and maybe we'll go grab a drink or whatever after the Rona. No, after Corona. Stuff,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
You're welcome.
Anyway. Okay, dude. Well, then we will chat with you later, man.
I made a friend.
Yeah, you made a friend. Yeah, you made a friend. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, dude. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to it, and we'll get this all set up.